Today we meet the hero behind Damian Willemse.
Who's your superhero and why?
My superhero would definitely have to be my brother, just because he's such a loving and caring person, always keeping me accountable for not only on the pitch but also off the pitch, and yeah, it's just a really great role model for me as a young boy growing up. Having a brother like him is definitely my hero.
So how has Ramon helped you in your career and made you the player that you are today?
Well, just leading by example. I think that's one of his key leadership roles, and that what really makes him, what's made me look up to him so much. He's just someone who leads by example, and such a good example to all the kids out there, and especially to me. Growing up, you know, I watched him play at primary school, being a captain as well, at Paul Roos as well. We was on my matric, and he was first team captain. So yeah, just looking up to him and just seeing what he does and how he goes about his stuff. He's a very hard-working player and on and off the pitch. So yeah, definitely someone who leads by example.
Ramon, what does it feel like to be Damian's superhero?
I feel very honored and privileged because there's many others they could have chosen from, but yeah, it just shows you, because my superhero is my dad, and so I think we're kind of like taking this whole thing generational, because my dad is my superhero and I'm his superhero, so it's pretty special to sit here today, not only being his brother and his teammate, but you know, to be a superhero out of the many that has helped him to become a Springbok and a Super Rugby player, and to sit here where we are. Not a lot of brothers get this opportunity, and I must say that I wouldn't have wanted this story to be written any other way.
So now, in your career and his, what advice do you think you possibly gave him that steered his career? Or if somebody's watching, what advice do you have for somebody wanting a job in rugby?
I think definitely hard work, you know, beats talent, because talent is not going to get you anywhere else. And I don't want to just talk in the perspective of rugby in particular, but in your general workplace or studies or whatsoever. We need hard workers out there, but in particular in rugby, you have to stay self-disciplined. You must have a sense of being self-disciplined, hard work, and a never give up attitude, because that's what was instilled by our parents and by our mentors that help us along the way.
Damien, do you remember something that Ramon told you that steered your career in a specific way?
Yeah, I think usually we're like when we were in high school at Paul Roos, you know, like just like the little stuff, like just stay patient, you know, with the rugby and schoolwork, you know, how he helped me and stuff, because it is something you have to adapt to, going to such a bigger school and a boys' school. So yeah, you mean there you've got like 300, 400 boys playing rugby in one grade. So like that, and obviously like with my schoolwork and stuff, how he helped me, you know, just being the older brother, just be the mentor, and just help me along the way.
Ramon, you mentioned your dad is your superhero. What kind of influence has he had on your life and your career?
Oh man, I can speak about this like for hours. But my dad had, like, I never had super rugby heroes that growing up, like I could say a Richie McCaw or Luke Watson was my hero. My dad was my hero. I grew up watching my dad play club rugby. I grew up watching Dylan Leitch's dad play club rugby, because Dylan Leitch's dad was my dad's club captain. And you know, I grew up next to the field. I grew up being a ball boy, going with my dad every Saturday to the field, watching him play straight. Just the love of the game that they had back then, you know. And the love they had for the club. Dad, you are, if you don't know it by now, you are my superhero, and thanks for everything that you've done for me and Damien. We do appreciate it, and like, I don't know how I ever can say thank you to my dad, but all that he must know is that he's our everything.
Quickly, so what do you think makes a hero? Born or made?
I think a bit of both. But I think when it comes to being a hero, I think you're born a hero. I think that you are born a hero, because it doesn't just happen by chance.
What heroic legacy do you want to leave?
Well, for me, I just want to make a difference in every day in people's lives. As you said, it's still early for me. There's still many lessons to have to be learned. So yeah, as I said, I just want to make a difference in people's life, whether it's like saying something to them when I meet them, or taking a picture with them every day and just giving them a smile. You know, on and off the pitch, you know, I just want to make a difference in people's lives. Just they can say one day, maybe Damien made me smile, or Damien said this, which led to that, and that changed the whole thinking or the whole situation. So that's one of my biggest stuff. You know, I just want people to be happy, and I want people to go for their goals, and you know, just to never give up. So yeah, that's what I wanna. That's my big goal, to make people happy and see them prosper.